Energy is so fluid, and a lot of people struggle with issues relating to finances and health and relationships, and they don't understand or realize that it's due to the unhealed things within the subconscious mind that they feel this way. Because if we all actually came back to our root origin, we would understand that we are naturally abundant and that we are naturally healthy, we are naturally rich, we are naturally loving. The soul is ananda, it's pure, it's consistency is extremely pure. It does not have any impurity. You know, we think of words like purity, we think of words like innocence and love and bliss, and the human mind, because we're so conditioned by language and everything and matter, the human mind tends to associate any word with its antithesis, you know. And in the spiritual realm, right, like God does not have that viewpoint towards people. He sees us as the soul. He sees us as Ananda. He sees us as blissful. And because we don't know this about ourselves, there's some cows running over here. They just run, you know, like they're so funny. Like nature is really joyful. If you actually watch like birds and cows and animals, you'll understand that they're like so happy, you know, like naturally. It's just the human beings that are not, you know. So because of all this like negative energy that we are surrounded by in the world all the time, it's difficult for us to actually heal the subconscious mind or even know what that is. I'll tell you what it is. Healing is not struggle. Healing is not like, oh, going within to face my traumas, and no, that's like shadow work, and that's like, you know, that's work, you know. Healing is instant, just like realizing God is instant, you know. Srila Prabhupada says it takes 1 second, just 1 second, you know, for God to enter your heart. And so healing is just the same. It's instant, you know. It's relief, you know. And all this stuff that you hear about healing and like healing work, and it's like people overcomplicate it because there's a circulation of a lot of information currently in our world, which is good. I think it's good. It helps people to understand more about themselves. But if you really get to a point where you like learn and learn and learn, and then you feel healing, you understand healing, then you know that the process is instantaneous, you know. So healing is coming back to our natural state. It is relief, okay? And so a lot of people lack relief, and so they suffer with health issues, chronic money issues, etc., chronic relationship issues, because the self-concept is off. The self-concept should be directly in line with God's self-concept towards us, God's definition for us, which is Ananda, which is blissful, which is bliss, which is purity, innocence, joy, love. He sees us as children, you know. And so because we don't see that about ourselves, or because we really lack self-love, we lack love towards ourselves because we lack self-recognition or self-awareness or self-understanding, right? And so we cannot love ourselves. Because we lack this, then we develop problems in life, including health issues. And in this video, I'm going to go over some of the health issues that human beings struggle with, and I'm going to touch on the chakra points that they relate with. Just to show you that everything is energy, and once we actually make an attempt to come back to our origin, come back to our soul, and sit there, and realize ourselves, then all these things, they go away naturally. Health issues fade naturally, because the cells of the body are responding to the energy that is within constantly. That's why, like, we can change our DNA, you know. So I'm going to go over the chakra points and how they correlate to various health issues that people face. So I'm going to start with the eyes. Eyesight. If you are having bad eyesight or your eyesight is fading, this is an unwillingness to see. Okay, so unwillingness to see situations as they are, to see truth as it is. And to see truth is kind of subjective and like difficult, because truth varies depending on the observer and who you're asking. But what I'm talking about here is universal truth. We want to see things from God's perspective, because that is constant. You know, so Problems with eyesight usually correlate to an unwillingness to see, blindness, inner blindness towards a self or the world. And even if kids are born with poor eyesight, you can always change that. Your eyesight can become 20/20, provided you work on it. How do you work on getting your eyesight to be better? You train it. So the eyes have muscles within them. So you just train the muscle by focusing on faraway objects, by training the eyes to adapt to bright lights and darkness equally, and also through sound. You can use rife frequencies in order to get the muscles again in the eyes to be more responsive. So if you have imperfect vision, you can make it perfect if you actually want to. You have to want to heal, right? But then you can. It's always an option. So, poor eyesight, unwillingness to see within, spend some time in contemplation and meditation, preferably with your eyes shut. Attempt to see things as they are from the inner eye, because all of this stuff that is material is Rahu, it's illusion. We don't judge material world as being truth. It's not truth. It's always changeable, and everything here gets destroyed. That's why the body is not truth. These things are not truth. What is true and what is truth is our energy, our soul, which has God's essence in it. We are always directly connected to God, who is everywhere, in and in between every atom. That's why all life is sacred. That's why all experiences should be opportunities for us to be grateful, no matter if they are positive or negative. There's no such thing. All experiences are gifts from God. I'm going to keep going. So yes, the physical eyesight correlates to the third eye or the inner eye. Work on the inner eye and train the physical eyes additionally. So you have to do work in tandem, both energetically and physically. Problems with sinuses, headaches, migraines, things like that correlate to the crown chakra. Nature is so joyful, you know, like birds and cows just hop and run and dance around, and health is joy, health is love, health is truth, health is who we are. So don't ever think that you deserve to feel unhealthy, or you deserve to feel poverty, or you deserve to feel heartbreak. Sometimes I get comments of people saying, you know, I'm in this poor situation, I'm in this bad situation, like I'm having money issues, or I'm having health issues, 10 years I've had this problem, like whatever. It's because you are not becoming a different person. You are not shifting your identity. You have to become a different person and stop replaying the old narrative for the narrative to fall away. The less you pay attention to something, the less it's going to exist. So stop paying attention to it. Same thing with haters on the internet. If you are a content creator and if you have haters coming at you, guys, everything is energy. Stop paying attention to things that you don't want in your existence, in your reality. Moving on. Problems with the sinuses, headaches, migraines, whatnot correlate to the crown chakra. There is a blockage here around the soul star area as well. And you just simply need to go ahead and, again, become clear. There's clarity that needs to happen, because whenever energy is blocked, it will manifest as different issues within the body. So you need to clear out the energy. So you can do this by solving problems. You can do this by physical exercise and movement. But very simply, what I like to do is meditation and focused energy work within meditation. So I'll do tapping in meditation, you know, around the body. Because when you do that, you activate certain energy points. And guys, you have to be really sensitive. You have to be really sensitive in order to be able to catch this stuff. Like, you have to be really aware of what's going on inside of your body. And you have to be able to, like, see the energy as it moves and flows through you. Some of you guys who are medical intuitives have the ability to see blockages within the body if you are meditating. This is good. Keep practicing that. Keep practicing the gift of sight, because as you practice the gift of sight, you'll understand that you can clear out blockages for yourself and even other people. There's no door that cannot be opened by you, whether it be financial problems for people, you can remove. Curses off people, you can break. Health issues off people, you can remove. This is what it is to heal self and the world. And Jesus did this and does this constantly as well through his energy all the time. I'm going to continue now. So problems with the throat, speech, you know, inability to express oneself, inability to sing, dance, as well, express one's truth. If you have sore throats or colds or thyroid issues, okay? Anything related to the throat has to do with the blocked throat chakra. Unblock it. How do you unblock it? By speaking the truth first and foremost to yourself. Who am I? What am I? What's going on in my life? What do I need to solve? Where am I right now? Be very honest with yourself. Then what happens is the throat chakra begins to open. As it opens, you find that you will become more honest with people. You cannot lie. The ability to lie goes away as you open the throat chakra. And this is a good thing, by the way. Your tonality of your voice may shift up and down, as it does for me as well all the time, depending on what energy I'm in. You may be able to realize that you can sing. You may be able to speak more clearly. Your inflection will be better. Your tone will be better. Your conversational ability will be better. You will have the ability to provide speeches or even channel, as I do. If you have an open throat chakra that is connected to the rest, so work on that. How can I work on that, Seema? You can work on that through providing speeches to yourself, practicing reading out loud. Also, you can sing. You can try to open that up, like using tone, right? You can chant mantras, recite mantras, beautiful exercises for opening the throat chakra, because actually when we chant mantras, we purify our energy, so it's natural, immediate cleansing. You don't really need like anything else. You don't need to go to anybody to get cleansed. You don't need to go to anybody to heal you. You can do it yourself. We have been gifted with this ability. I want you guys to understand that. I'm going to move on now. So when we hit the heart and the heart chakra, this is actually like probably the most important point of the body, because it is the median point between the upper three and the lower three chakra points. So the heart chakra is very important to maintain. We want it to be open. We want it to be spinning in the right direction. We want it to be balanced with the rest of the chakra points, and we want it to be wide, okay, expansive, inviting. Okay, so you'll know if your heart chakra is closed, because you will have an inability to form close relationships with people, or to love people, or love yourself. You will not be able to feel the emotion of love. And when the heart chakra opens, it's a beautiful feeling. It feels so good. It feels like love. It feels like warmth. It feels like it just feels so good. It's like that feeling when you fall in love with somebody and you're like, whoa, like or when you fall in love with life, you know, or self, or God. There's just so much to love, and having an open heart chakra is important for money to come in as well, because money is God's natural like energy. Abundance is God's natural energy. Lakshmi is God's natural energy. She is Vishnu's consort, or feminine counterpart. And so she's very nurturing, and wealth is nurturing. I don't really want to say money, because money is a construct developed inside of a system for the purpose of human control, and I'm not going to get into that deeper. But yes, wealth is green, wealth is grass, wealth is trees, nature, which is ever abundant and only growing in its abundance. So that is the feeling of love. Love is nurturing. It's not material at all, it's spiritual. And it feels like God. It feels like God's love upon us. It feels like care, you know, it feels like comfort. So that's the heart chakra. So when the heart chakra is blocked, we cannot freely give and receive love. We cannot freely give and receive abundance, which is the same thing. We cannot freely give and receive in our interactions, right? It's hard for us to be grateful for things in our life. So very important to open this chakra up, because it'll, chances are, clear out most other issues within the body, because the love energy is so strong. Like our natural love energy is so strong. It's who we are. You know, that is like healing energy personified. You know, that is God's energy personified. So work on opening that heart chakra up, and you'll find that things in the body, things in the rest of the body get cleared up, because it is a focal point for the rest of the body and the actions within the rest of the body. Additionally, when you open the heart chakra, you'll find that just your life becoming just so sweet. You know, you'll stop living in the future or past. You'll start living in the present moment, and you'll be magnetizing and attracting like the best and highest and most beautiful and fruitful things towards you. And you'll just have fun, you know, you'll just have fun in your life. So Also, when you open the heart chakra, issues related to the heart get cleared up. So heartburn, gout, clogged arteries, things like that. Plaque that even has deposited within the rest of the body gets cleared out. The body is a self-cleansing mechanism as well. It's also self-regulating, and it's symbiotic. So what does this mean? This means that it's constantly working on overtime to heal itself and to rejuvenate itself. So we just have to work with it. We just have to work with our body's natural direction and allow for it to do its thing, you know. And the best way to work with the body and to allow for it to do its thing is through energy work. So now I'm going to move on to the solar plexus, which is right below the heart chakra. So the solar plexus is where we get excited about different ideas. It's our creative energy, it's our passionate energy, it's sun energy, it's solar energy. So when the solar plexus is closed, we cannot create, we're not creative. Oh, they're like cows here and people and whatnot. We're not creative when the solar plexus is closed. So additionally, we may suffer from chronic stomach pain, digestive issues. Okay, in women this can result in PCOS, I think it's called, or like issues related to fertility, issues related to your period, stuff like that. So we want to make sure that the solar plexus chakra is open, balanced, and spinning in the right direction, in congruency with the rest of the chakra points, right? Which it spins on its own, by the way, in the right direction. We just have to work on opening and expanding it, and they do their thing on their own. It's energy, it's a wheel, it'll flow. As energy always flows, it just always moves, you know? When the solar plexus is open, we are creative, we are abundant, we are fertile, we're fertile in our projects take off, our skin glows, you know what I mean? We are beautiful, we are balanced, you know, it has a lot to do with the gut and gut health as well. So we want to make sure the solar plexus is open and balanced, and the way to open it is to practice like physical movement that focus on healing the abdomen area of the body, just a little bit lower than the belly button. And you know, you can do this through hip movement, you can do this through cycling, you can do this through things that kind of work that area of the body. Yoga as well, my favorite is meditation, or meditative yoga, in which we are again highly sensitive to the energy in the body and how it's operating and how we feel. Paying attention to how you feel is a superpower, because that is your intuition. The intuition is everywhere. Like, it's not just present within the mind. The body will also tell you what's going on. So I'll give you a personal example. If somebody is like not supposed to be, or if somebody is not right for me or whatever, let's say in dating, my body will react, my body will respond. It'll get like scared, it'll get nervous, you know, like I won't want to like interact with that person. I'll feel anxiety, you know. But if somebody's right for me, or meant to be my friend, or meant to be my life, or I'm meant to speak to them, I'll feel open, relaxed, happy. I'll be able to be myself, which is like crazy and childlike and whatever. And I've learned how to really listen to my body and what it's telling me, because, you know, we don't really know other people, but somehow our energy like can pick things up, you know. So just pay attention when you talk to people, pay attention how you feel. And this doesn't always mean that someone is like bad for you or like not supposed to be in your life, not at all. But sometimes people fit certain categories within your life, such as the role of a teacher, and then other times people are actually meant to stay with you and like be with you long term, and they're not supposed to just come in and go. And the body will feel it, because the body understands longevity, the energy of longevity. The body understands the energy of flightiness. The body understands the energy of deception. Okay, so pay attention to the body and how you feel around certain people. Just take note of it and understand that the intuition is not just in the mind, it's also within the body. It's everywhere. It is us. It governs us. It's the soul speaking. It's our higher self speaking and guiding and leading us through life and through life events. So the solar plexus chakra can be worked on through, again, maintaining a healthy diet as well. That's one thing I didn't touch on because it's so closely next to the gut. Um, we or it is the gut area. We can balance it out by eating healthy foods with high vitamin C, foods with energy, so vegetables and fruits, you know what I mean, which is like extremely important. Like, I just really hope that people are eating well and eating foods with life in it, because this will keep you healthy, it'll keep you young, it'll keep you vital. It'll keep your vitality up, it'll keep your happiness up. Sugar is also important. Like, it's important to balance your meals. So have balance, you know what I mean, when you eat. And the solar plexus will reflect that. Moving on now to the sacral chakra. So the sacral chakra is closer to the root. Okay, so it's the second to last chakra. It's a deeper orange. It's a safe space. Okay, it's a feeling of safety. It's the womb, or it's a little bit below the womb. And men have a womb too, but it's like a different type. I'm not gonna go there, but the energy of safety and security is present within the sacral chakra. And actually, this is the chakra that is more so governing sensuality and creative expression, and how we interact with the world, how safe we feel, you know, because sensuality is really tied to safety. You cannot be sensual if you don't feel safe, you know what I mean? You cannot be okay to be yourself. You cannot feel safe to be yourself if your environment is repelling that energy, or if you don't feel comfortable in your environment. So the sacral chakra has to do with nesting. It has to do with building a home or a space within yourself first and foremost. And it has to do with, additionally, sensual energy, sexual energy, okay, energy that is life force energy, okay, that is sacred. It's very sacred. And there has been a war on sexual energy within human beings for centuries, for the purpose of control. Because when you can control another human being's sexual energy, their life force energy, their prana, then the rest of them can be easily controlled as well. That's why the lower chakras often get attacked by forces that govern, like, systems in power throughout the world, such as like media and things like that, right? Like, human beings are constantly always being attacked by all this propaganda, all this stuff about safety, all this stuff about identity, all this stuff about you must have XYZ in order to be safe, or in order to be accepted by the world. You know, there's a lot of focus on acceptance. But when we can accept ourselves via God, right, through God, you are untouchable. You know, there's nothing that can touch you. And so I want to make this very clear to people that, you know, a lot of the times we're attacked. We're attacked in childhood. We're attacked as adults by people around us that are also indoctrinated by this unhealed energy, this unhealed masculine or feminine energy, this predatory energy of ownership, of control, of propriety, which is a lie, because we don't take anything with us when we die, right? So, you know, it's just important that people understand that there's a lot of this siphoning that goes on. Okay, it happens in relationships. It happens in our relationship with ourselves and how we consume different things like food and media and everything. Like, we just have to love ourselves enough to accept what God has given us in the form of life, which is healing, which is love, which is acceptance, and the ability to balance out all these chakra points, and the ability to make ourselves whole within our energy, so that we can own our own energy and even become a beacon of light and information and hope, really, for the world. So yes, I'm going to speak a little bit more now about the root chakra, and that's going to be the last chakra that I touch on. But before I segue into that, I just want to reiterate the fact that, you know, when we really heal, and when we heal the root, even the sacral chakra as well, but the root chakra, we heal a lot of stuff from past lives. We clear out a lot of stuff from past lives, because all that is stuck within the root. It's trapped within the root, okay, which is the base chakra. It's our foundational chakra. If that's off, okay, everything else is off. So you can work on the heart, you can work on the crown, you can work on all of these and like balance it out fine. But if the roots, if the foundation is a little bit wobbly, we want to work on that first, right? So an imbalanced root chakra looks like issues with the tailbone, issues with the legs, the feet, okay? There are chakra points in the legs and feet as well, but I'm not going to touch on that for this video. And I'm going to also make it very clear that I'm discussing the main 7 chakras that govern the rest of the body. So the root chakra governs those lower parts of the body. It also has to do with how safe we feel, just like the sacral chakra. And a lot of past life karma is tied up within the root. So when we really go within ourselves, within Dhyan, within focused meditation, to heal and clear out issues that we may have even carried over into this lifetime from previous lives, things like abandonment or abuse or trauma, right? Feeling ostracized for our ideas, things like that, which a lot of people struggle with, depression as well, feeling of you know, feeling that you may lose or feeling a loss, right? Grief. Like, we bring in a lot of stuff from past lives, because chances are we haven't cleared that out. You have this life, you have this opportunity listening to this video to clear out stuff within you that you may have been holding on to subconsciously. It's all within the subconscious. You have to do the work if you want your life to change. You have to do the identity work if you want your life to change. There's no other way around it. You cannot cheat this. You cannot cheat this. You cannot cheat life, you know? Which is beautiful, because that means that your success is guaranteed when you do the work. So how to heal and balance out the root chakra? Well, you can do this through eating, again, foods that are natural, that are red in color or deep brown in color, like dates, radishes, like I'm just giving you a list of vegetables, beets as well. You can stay close to the earth. You can ground as much as possible. You can get out into nature as much as possible. That's our origin, you know, that's the origin of the physical body that we currently inhabit. So get out into nature as much as possible. And you can also heal family ties. You can heal and forgive people within yourself. You can heal and forgive. You can let go of grief, worry, anxiety. And guys, this inner work, right? Like, no one can do it for you, you know, so you do it for yourself, and only you will know if you've done it. You do it through meditation, you do it through journaling, you do it through speaking with yourself, through understanding yourself in your mind, through talking to yourself, through getting very clear with yourself. So, an open and balanced and properly spinning root chakra will result in a very abundant life. You will feel comfortable, so comfortable enough that you'll be able to form businesses, you'll be able to reproduce, you'll be able to, you know, essentially accomplish anything that you set out to do. And this looks like, you know, a healthy gut. This looks like healthy potty time, okay? You know what I mean? This looks like being clear and clean. And allowing for energy to move through you freely. This looks like high sensitivity as well. High sensitivity is a mark of an open and balanced root chakra. This looks like the ability to clear out a stagnant energy within yourself quickly. It looks like the maintenance of knowledge. Okay, so when we can maintain understanding about things, and when we can maintain knowledge, right, that we have learned. Number one, this is a sign of a good Jupiter, but also number two, this means that your root chakra is able to hold or bear the weight of fruitfulness, okay, or of gain, okay, because when you gain things in life, you have to have the foundation to be able to hold it, right? So yes, I hope you guys found this video helpful and or enjoyable. Please save this for later reference. Share this video to your friends and family. This is the sauce and pretty much everything you need to know about health and how energy affects health in the body. Health is wealth. Remember this. I didn't really touch on, you know, issues relating to the limbs. So maybe I'll touch on that now. Shoulder pain, heart chakra. Okay. leg pain, root chakra, even the sacral, depending on where. Okay, if it's the knees, root chakra. Okay, if it's the feet, I want to say root, and it could be like any of the other ones depending on what problems you have, right? Examine those and understand the correlation.